300 episodes. And our 6-year anniversary. Thank you. I'm assuming most of you who are watching this episode has seen every episode. And for those of you who haven't, this might not make sense. So as much as I want to get these numbers up, if you haven't seen the first 299 episodes, there's going to be a lot of jokes in here that you won't get. Like every time Brent goes, you know, when I first started this podcast, I was 22 years old and I didn't even have a third camera. I had 2 cameras. We were all in black and white and there was no sound. I was shredded though. Just my arms and my shoulders and my back especially. My chest was strong. It wasn't as predominant. My abs looked good. Man. But now we're in color. We have 3 cameras and I have a dog. What else happened in those 6 years? Well, I got in a couple of relationships and got out of a couple of relationships. Ate a lot. I ate a lot. A lot of food. A lot of treats. I went in and out of like, well, I'll eat dried mango or I'll have fruit. I'll eat that instead of ordering a churro. But then you get high. And when you get high, come on. Now, even now I'm thinking to myself, see, that was me thinking to myself. Now, if you haven't seen the first 299 episodes, you probably don't get that joke. But just so you know, we really appreciate you over here at TYSO Studios. You've given me a chance to spread my wings. Not once, but twice. And I'm really grateful for all my fans. And I used to call you guys goblins and boppers, but I stopped calling you guys that because I never know if I should say goblins or boppers, and I don't want to say both. Now, if you want to get into the nitty-gritty, a Glassman bopper is somebody who's been bopping with the glass outside of pod as well. The goblin is somebody who's a fan of the pod, not necessarily me. Glassman sucks, but he is on great guests. I'm still a goblin. I just hate Glassman, which, you know, okay. You don't need to comment that, but yes, technically, you are a goblin. So they're neither mutually exclusive, nor are they mutually inclusive. But still, like, it's just... But then fans, it's like, fans? That's short for fanatic. I don't think you're... I mean, I want to be addressing people that also just casually watch, too. Of course, if you haven't watched every episode, you won't get this all. Brent is here. Well, I'm excited to do this. 300 episodes. Let's have a little look back.
So when I moved to San Diego, when I was in middle school, I would get drunk and I would just suck guys' dicks.
I like the shirt, but I thought this was please take your shirt off.
No, it's take your shoes off.
Take your shirt off.
Oh, but you only want the ones that you can't get. Desperados.
Superhero school.
Superhero school. Superhero school. Superhero school.
It doesn't have to be a snowman. Okay, bye.
That was good.
Oh my god! That's scary.
What? Who is it?
Wait, whoa, hold on.
Candy, so dandy, yeah, I called him my daddy. I just knew that I wanted to do comedy like my man. He's so good, he's the man. He goes, Toronto, where I stand. I live there, I was born there, I was raised there. He was my idol.
You a chicken haircut? Sight, big pancake, Uncle Buck. Here's 25 cents. Take this rat to pull that mole off your face. Track.
Trains, automobiles, trains, planes, planes and automobiles, trains and planes, planes.
Yeah. Come on.
huge thank you to JonMichael, by the way, who's been editing these episodes since partway through the Balcony series, and really has not just been a help to me, but quite the addition to the Take Your Shoes Off podcast. When I refer to this podcast, I call it our podcast, not mine. Listen, he's living in New Jersey. He wants to move to Brooklyn. He's looking for a little love. Dating sites are tough because you don't get to know the person. The guy runs. The guy just finished a marathon, and he just decided. He's like, I think I want to run a marathon. I'm like, dude, I didn't even know you did that. He goes, it's all a mindset, fucking Rick. And I'm like, you're the man, JonMichael. Fuck. Yeah, and then he ran a marathon. Real little penis, though, and treats women poorly. Oh, yeah, Brenton. Excuse me, Alvin.
Oh, I was just watching 1923. God damn. The guy in it, he's just...
Will you take your sunglasses off 1 sec so I can look into your eyes?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, yeah. You're going to be happy with that.
Shooting a porn.
This episode 300 of the Take Your Shoes Off podcast is sponsored by Magic Mind. I actually just finished a box of it. I love this stuff. About to open my new box. So good. I take them before podcasts. I take them before, I want to say working out, but really I'm just doing physical therapy at the moment. But it's still an exercise. It's so good. I like them cold, but they don't have to be. Anyway, I'll tell you more about it later in the episode. But if you want to get 50% off, go to magicmind.com/Rick. That's 50% off at magicmind.com/Rick. Would you like to see me do stand-up live? Well, the Ricky's on the Loose tour is in Portland, Maine, this April 25th and 26th. I'm in San Jose, California, May 15th. I'm also doing a live Take Your Shoes Off podcast May 17th in Los Angeles. And if you're not here, you could also get streaming tickets. And by the way, those streaming tickets are half off if you're a Patreon member. Now, the Ricky's on the Loose tour is taking a break during the summer, but I am coming back starting August. I don't have all the dates up yet. I haven't even booked them all yet. I know I'm going to be near Miami in Dana Beach, Florida, August 14th through 16th. I do believe those tickets are up now. We're also about to be booking Atlanta, Charleston, North Carolina, different places. I'm trying to think of some now, but they're not booked yet. But if you want to find out when I'm going to be in your city, go to punchup.live/Rick Glassman and sign up for my mailing list. I will let you know if I'm coming to your city. I'm not going to bombard you with emails. You could also buy tickets at the same place. That's punchup.live/Rick Glassman. The ticket link will be in the description. Enjoy episode 300. Diddly-doo, 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 diddly-doo. Adam's back is hurting.
Yeah, so is mine. I should have brought this stuff that I just got. It's this like CBD thing that it actually really helps. You know? I mean, I'd love to shove a fucking Oxycontin up my asshole, but I know where that will lead.
Just wanting to give people money?
Fucking, oh my God, I would be in heaven. Just calling exes. How you been? Life good? You should watch Princess Diary. Reminds me of us.
Are you Adrian Grenier in that?
Oh, that's Princess Diary?
Yeah.
No. Vinny Chase?
No, that's I'm thinking of Devil Wears Prada. Princess Diary is where she's from. What's that country? What's it called?
England?
No, it's from a fake country that sounds so real. Even when I say it to you, most of the people here are going to think, no, that's a real place. Oh, man, all the hot 30-year-olds right now are yelling it at the screen. Monrovia, I think it is.
Monrovia is a real place.
Just to be clear, I mean, you saw the time. There's no way I could have found it there. I think it's Monrovia.
Isn't that a real place?
It's from Princess Diaries.
Well, I think there's a Monrovia in California. I'll check.
Okay.
This is going to be a problem.
What? What's going to be a problem?
Monrovia. Just reaching for that drink. Monrovia.
What's up with these noises, man?
Capital city of Liberia. Oh, it's a plant company.
Huh? Buddy, maybe we do something else?
Oh, yeah. Monrovia. Oh, okay. They got a nursery school. Where is Monrovia located? San Gabriel Valley. All right, so there is a Monrovia in California.
What country is the queen in Princess Diaries from? Genovia.
Genovia.
Maybe Monrovia is just a place in California and not Genovia. Yeah, it's a fictitious European country of Genovia, a small principality between France and Italy.
Be a good name for my kid. Genovia Morin.
Yeah.
Joe, if it's a girl, Genovia.
Genovia sounds like someone with blue eyes, too.
Oh, my God. She's going to be a killer.
You think? You think she'll be funny like you?
Yeah. Because she'll have ugly duckling syndrome for a while.
You think your daughter will be ugly for a little?
Yeah. Big head. Big head, pale body. She's going to have to grow into it. It's going to be a rough... Around 8th grade, she's going to figure it out. And then...
What do you think will happen then?
Hopefully, she's bisexual and she's exploring. Not sexually, but just like kissing and then, what was her name again? Genovia? Yeah, Jovia just sounds like a big girl.
Which is fine.
Yeah, but, I don't think anybody who's having a kid goes,
it's fine.
Come on, be big, You know what I mean? But you love what you get.
Yeah. That's the formula to happiness.
I wonder what my mom really said to her sisters when I came out.
We have a clip if you want to swipe to it.
I know I sound rude, but he just has the biggest head. He's transparent. Yeah. She probably loved me. I really hope I marry somebody who's ethnic. Get the lineage broken up.
What do you mean?
It's all white. I'm very boring to be white.
Why?
It's just a lot of maintenance.
How so?
Sun, dry skin.
Black people get very dry skin.
Yeah, I'm really digging a hole.
There's a genre of comedy about black people's ashy elbows.
Yeah. There's a
You know what I'm talking about? You ever get in the shower, you're like, motherfucker, my elbows! Probably, you can keep it in, but...
Gulp.
I just said it's hard to be white. It's not. So I take that back.
That's what I'm saying. Well, whose was worse?
I'm trying to find absurd, funny things to say, but it's, and plus I don't hear myself, and I got these on, so I don't know who I am. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
why wouldn't you tell me that a while...
Hello? I can't hear me.
Could you hear me?
Hello? Now I can.
Nothing
What?
changed. I didn't touch anything.
Huh.
Well, I'm glad it's back.
Woo-do-do-do-do-do. Oh, yeah, now I can kind of hear me. Oh, it's just not blowing my ears out. Do you worry about those things?
Ears?
Just like losing your hearing.
Sure, I cover my ears a lot.
I noticed. Yeah, I thought about this. I think it's, I guess maybe because I'm only 38, I don't really care.
You're 10 years older than me?
You're not, good one. You're 30. I literally think, I thought about this the other day because I like my music loud. I like, doing things. But then there's going to be an age I can't do things or hear things, so why not just blow them out now?
There we go.
You know what I mean?
That's what you're talking
that's the
about.
whole thing. It's like I'm not scared of death. That doesn't scare me, but I do have a panic disorder. So why am I so scared when that happens? It's because of the feeling.
Maybe you're scared that your ears are going to get blown out.
I'm not. I really want to play at 11 until they go. And then I can just be like, huh? My eyes are getting a little blurry.
If you're looking for just the right flooring, you need choices. And at Marshall Carpet One, you'll certainly find them.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. You can put it down. Oh.
That's what I meant. This is going to be a problem.
Carpet, hardwood, rugs, and luxury vinyl.
Gulp.
You're not throwing it?
No, during some of the edited out moments, I suggested we come back from commercial or from Bars and Tone after his head blew up and he's still missing a head, and then I would end up getting a head and throwing it to him and he would Beetlejuice it on. But then he spilled the drink and I thought, you know what? I don't want to edit things out that lose context of the narrative of the life that they're watching, because I don't think people are sitting in the room with us, but I think it's voyeuristic. You know, there's a reason I don't let producers or managers or PR people in here.
Does your facial hair just grow that way? Or do
My mustache is a little longer than the rest.
And this is a little bit longer, right? Because this is a little lighter. I like it.
Thank you.
But I'm wondering, like, no?
Everything's the same length and time other than the mustache.
Interesting. So it just grows like that.
Yeah.
Cool.
You know,
Nice.
what I do is I grow my mustache out. I grow everything out. Then I shave and just keep a mustache.
Nice.
And then I grow it out, and then I shave everything to keep the mustache. And then when you get to a point where you have a certain length mustache and a certain length 5 o'clock shadow, and you look, at least I look exactly like Henry Cavill. Throw up the side-by-side picture.
He looks just like my cousin.
He looked like Colin Farrell a little bit too.
Yeah, but him as Superman. I'll send a photo.
Thank
JonMichael
you.
put that up next to... he wouldn't mind that. When I saw that Mission Impossible movie, that was the most he ever looked like my cousin.
Man, he looked so good in that movie.
I couldn't not see my cousin.
He's so good looking.
I know he is. My cousin?
Yeah, oh, yes, but I'm talking about Henry Cavill. And here's what's interesting about a good-looking man. I do not want to kiss one.
Yep.
But I really, really want to look at him.
It's
and
an
be friends with
appreciation.
him.
I appreciate. I'm not gay, but I appreciate. And I think it's kind of weird if you're heterosexual and you don't tell a man he looks great. Like, how many times do we go, great hairline, dude, to strangers, or look at your shoulders? We appreciate. But if I picture ass fucking, no, I can't do it. I mean, I guess if you're on Molly and it's like a bunch of people. No, because honestly, I've accidentally touched hands with friends, and if you get a weird feeling, I'm like, oh, I don't like that as much. All right, Barry and myself.
Adam, what did you say?
No, I'm not gay. Oh, you know who else I just appreciate? I was just saying when I walked in, I'm watching 1923. Check it out. And it kind of breaks off. I'm not giving anything away. It breaks off into different people at the ranch. It's part of the Yellowstone family. So you got Harrison Ford and Helen Mirren. But then you got this guy. It opens with him as a lion hunter. And he went to the war.
Oh, David was telling me how much you like this guy.
Oh, yeah. And David even had to admit it because it goes from stories to stories. Apparently, they're all going to end up somewhere. But even David, because I got him on the show, like last episode, goes, they cut finally to the guy like 25 minutes into the episode. And David goes, finally. Like even he can appreciate how cool his voice is, how good he looks, how badass his character is. And I was just like... Even my mom goes, is this the man crush you have? So I'm a little gay for him.
I'm kind of zoning out.
Yeah. I actually, when I was explaining that, was realizing how boring that is to talk about. Whatever his name is.
But could I like confess something
and
to you?
He has the mustache with the little beard. So put that photo up.
I'd like to confess something to you.
Always.
So I am in a moment of my life where I am trying to... I love what I do, but sometimes I'm doing it so much, like the jokes and the bits.
Sure.
But I love every one of them. But I also know, I don't want it to always rain. I go home, I appreciate the rain.
Sure.
So I'm trying to do them less or be more intentional, not just something comes into my mind and I do it. Mm-hmm. With that, it's not just bits, but it's not just bits that I want to do for funny, but sometimes it's bits that I want to do to avoid discomfort. One of those examples would be when somebody's telling me a boring story, I have 3 options. I could do what I want to do and just say, I'm not interested in this. I'm not interested in this, and I'm going to go, or let's talk about something else. But sometimes it's not received well. So the other 2 options are...
Sometimes. I mean, I get you, and I felt that it was boring, but if you just went, I'm not interested in this, and someone went, thanks.
There's a craft to it. But let me tell you the other 2 options.
Awesome.
The other 2 options are to listen and just not really be there, which I think is disrespectful to the person speaking as well.
Yeah.
It's just I'm now judging and resenting the conversation as opposed to letting you know, let's talk about something different. And then the third option is, which I've done a lot, and I realized this later in my life, but I want to do this one less.
What is it?
It's, oh yeah, oh, and then like do a bit back or something.
Sure.
Or make a joke about, oh, I don't know, to kind of, I want to do that less.
And you'd rather do option one.
Which only leads me to those two options. And I was trying to do option one for, by the way, probably 45 seconds before I said something. I was
felt
there.
it.
And I was like, and I didn't like it. So I ended up doing option one, which was saying, hey, I'm zoning out a little, but that's because you received me well. Anyway, I've done all three. I want to do number 3 a lot less. I probably did 1 and 3 equally. Whatever, dude.
No, that's interesting to me because
Okay.
I like that. We only got so many minutes in this world. But even in that, when I was explaining it, it's just because I just watched it, I was feeling like...
But you're doing it again. But it doesn't
yeah,
matter.
I'm doing it again! I felt it too!
It doesn't matter. Leave it.
God, the girl in that show, his wife, I have such a crush on.
Do you think this is going to be
I just want to
valuable?
put it out in case she's a fan. In case she's a fan. Yeah, she's going to like you. God, this fucking shirt.
I think it's a cool shirt. I think that girl
No,
liked
it's a
it
cool
plenty.
shirt. It's just a little tight right now.
Why now?
Because, I don't know, I got anxiety belly.
Wait a minute. When you get anxious, your belly grows?
Yeah, like a pufferfish.
Really? Mm-hmm. Do you think maybe it's when you're anxious, you do things in your life that put on weight?
No, that does happen, but I didn't eat. I didn't anxious eat or anything or do anything that would do that. Sometimes it just gets a little...
But when you put the shirt on...
This is a little tight. I just got it today.
So, but when you put it on earlier today, was it less tight?
It still had a feeling of tight.
Well, then...
But now I'm sitting. I'm just aware of it because of the cameras and the YouTube comments. You do everything you can to avoid looking, and I don't look, but people go out of their way to send. And that's just interesting. What happened to you? I don't know, but I'll tell you this. I'm taking a long shower now, and there's going to be some tears with the rain. Do you really think that our live show was too much?
You tell me.
Do you want to come up here and sing a song?
Yeah! He did it, honey! He did it! Yeah!
Ashan Dawson on Instagram.
Nice.
Can I do Lauryn Hill?
Oh, you want to do that
Oh,
way?
fuck yeah, you can do
Yes, you
Lauryn
can.
Hill.
Yeah.
Are you going to sing His Eyes on the Sparrow from Sister Act 2?
I don't know that song.
You don't know that song? Thank you for coming up.
Yeah.
Anybody else want to sing? Thank you.
Drumming my pain with his finger. Singing my life with his words. Killing me softly with his song. Killing me softly with his song. Wait, sorry.
Oh, no, that's great.
Killing me softly with his song.
Yo, now figure out you lookin' poppin' when you crimpin' crabs, and when you droppin' it, toppin' when you hittin' bounce. But then you knottin' and stop, monotony, and pop clockin', dockin' me, stop knockin' me. Knock me twice and knock me in between. You live it low, live it large, and let it plow. Put it on the bulldoze, nah, splat, boogers and piss. Then you put it up around, and it sounds like this. Yo,
Take it one time. Take it two times. Then you gotta dance just a little bit, and this is all the shit that we would say, and it ain't nothing yet.
I think that it's a great live show if you like this podcast. And I have a lot more set up. The next one is May 17th, but go to punchup.live/Rick Glassman to find out when I will be in your city for the Ricky's on the Loose tour. And if you want to come to one of the live podcasts in Los Angeles, which of course you could also stream live.
Do you think with the title of a tour like that you should maybe do, even if you're faking it, do some like vandalous shit? Like Ricky on the Loose, and then it's like you like throwing a bottle at a bar.
Yes.
I mean, that'd be really badass.
Yeah. Maybe one of those Molotov cocktails. Am I saying that right?
Do I need to wear the headphones?
I prefer it.
I hate when people say that.
No,
It doesn't change anything.
Of course you don't have to. Only if we play something in them. What was that face? That looked like an Asian, like a racist Asian impression.
It touched the top of my hair, and I didn't want to move it as much. Where's Adam? Because we are both not doing well.
You really think that? You're making me laugh so much.
Yeah. Yeah.
You did talk about Yellowstone a little much.
It was 1923, which is a family of Yellowstone.
Yeah, you've been talking about it since then. Okay.
You really got to see this guy and his wife. Oh, she's British too. We like the accents.
When was the last time you had sex?
It's actually been a long time. About a year.
Do you remember the person who you had sex with last?
Mm-hmm.
We'll bleep it. What's the name?
Not gonna give the name.
Well,
she's a friend.
Do I know her?
Maybe. We just have fun sometimes.
Ooh.
She's good. She's a good person. I almost said a good girl.
How come you haven't had fun with her in over a year?
She moved.
I know who it is.
No, man. As you know, I had a lot going on, and I'm just doing a lot of self-exploration, and sex is not something I was really thinking about.
Now, I
don't get that horny.
Yeah, you were talking about this recently. You were talking about it at actually our show. Some of the pills that you're on.
I don't think it's that as much because Zoloft and Propecia, sure, yeah, maybe that's part of it. But I was thinking about it even as a kid before all that. I had natural puberty horniness, but I don't watch porn really. I kind of forget to jerk off. Like it could be like 2 months and
like it's shampoo.
Yeah, because I literally jerk off like this. Oh, I haven't done that in a while. and I get to the point where I go, I actually think this is a medical. I have to do it because I don't know anything, but I feel like when I release, it does something good for me. Maybe I'm backed up.
It's a very clinical term is release.
Release, yeah.
I think it goes release, cum, nut, splooge, cock barf.
Cock barf.
What's your order? Leave it in the comments what you think in order of the most polite way of talking about it. Release. I think before release, bring all those up one each. Number one is ejaculate or ejaculate if you do it more than 7 times.
I would say pre-jack, release, ejaculation.
Well, pre-jack is not what we're talking about.
Yeah, but premature.
Yeah, I'm saying when you ejaculate. Premature is if you're ejaculating, you're ejaculating.
Okay.
And even now I'm saying ejaculating instead of penis farm.
All right. Release, ejaculate, cum, bust. Here's a list of sex. All right. Sex.
Are you going to smoke, Brent?
Yeah, of course. Sex. Pump. Push.
Pump?
Yeah.
Second?
I'm pumping you.
What about love?
Love is coming. Love is high. Thrusting. Pushing the beast. Tidal wave.
Adam, or Brent, come here.
Calm down.
So make the right choice and visit Marshall Carpet One and Rug Gallery. And we promise, with more than 50 years as a family-owned business, we've got you covered.
Hey, Alvin.
Hi, Adam.
Dogs. Alvin, when did you learn how to talk?
I've been talking for 8 months.
Can I be honest? Your English is muy bueno. What are you sipping on?
Something called Recess. It's like infused sparkling water. Calms you down.
Let's go. Is it good?
It's not bad. Hemp extract.
By the way, the opposite of recess.
I know.
Stressed you out. Am I going to get picked first? Am I going to get picked last?
Hey, Brent, look into the camera.
Am I going to figure or get fingered?
Okay.
Could I have worn more Seattle stuff today?
Yeah, but didn't you just like throw out the first pitch and all that?
No.
Weren't you in their locker room?
Spring training. I roasted them and then I worked out with them.
Oh, that's awesome.
Did drills and stuff. And guess what? Back was fried then too. But literally was not about to. So I'm literally taking ground balls, doing with a frozen pinch nerve. They go, all right, now we're slow roller to third, barehanded, throw to first. Which in my head I'm like, dude, what a fucking dream drill.
Yeah.
And I'm just like going down, going, yeah, and hoping that I can just Rowan Gardner it up.
Yeah.
I fucking, just.
I thought it was Hosenfoster.
Rutabaga.
Hosenfoster.
Thomas
is
Ian Nicholas.
The ice cream
I was about
company.
to ask. I asked, what is the name of that actor in my head, and I just said it out loud.
That's why you do it. That's what Jeopardy is. You say You say what is?
Name this movie that Thomas Nicholas was in. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Hey guys, high school is going to be rad.
American Pie.
Got it.
Nice.
Which one?
American Pie 1.
Nope.
No. He says, well, that's 1. I guess you're right.
What do they say at the end?
Here's the Stifler's mom, who I hope to fuck.
And
have a great fucking summer.
Yeah. But remember they at the end of number 1, they all cheersed and they said, to the next
Chapter?
step.
Yeah.
To the next step.
Chapter would be...
You know what would have been great is if they said that to the next step and then they did 2 and they open up with that scene and then you cut 10 years later and one of them's doing really well, but there's like, one of them is like, got a huge drug problem and lives in the streets and he's just doing this all the time. You know? And
That's a lot of kid actors now.
Oh, yeah.
Magic Mind, baby. This stuff is so good. I don't drink coffee anymore. I miss it. I do drink black tea to get my caffeine, but I just get a little anxious with coffee. Not always, not even most of the time, but enough to where sometimes I'm like, I don't really want to, hey, Alvin, I don't really want to have coffee. Now, if you are a coffee drinker, it doesn't mean you don't want this too. Some people could supplement it with their coffee, or you could have it instead of a coffee. It's healthy, man. Lion's mane mushrooms, chlorophyll, ceremonial matcha, which I recently learned ceremonial means unsweetened. B2, B3, B12 vitamins, ashwagandha, I don't think I'm saying that right, L-theanine, I am saying that right, turmeric, vitamin C, and D3. This stuff's awesome. It makes you feel good. It doesn't make you feel, you know, It makes you feel like, oh, all right, I got a little bit of energy now. So anyway, I really like this stuff. And if you want to try it, go to magicmind.com/Rick. The discount is 50% off. Pretty good discount. That's magicmind.com/Rick for 50% off. This episode is sponsored by Brotégé. Apparently, 1 in 3 dudes completely ignore skincare. I'm not one of those dudes. Why? It's confusing. It's expensive. It feels kind of cringe. It's confusing. It could be expensive. I don't think there's anything cringe about self-care. So Brotégé solves all of that. It's an all-in-one solution, no complicated routine, just one daily moisturizer with SPF to protect you from the sun and retinol to help you stop looking old and crusty. I will tell you something. A lot of people, I'm almost 30 now, but a lot of people think I'm a teenager. The reason they think that is because for years I have been using retinol and SPF. Brotégé is here to help. For a limited time, you could lock in. This has to be a misprint. I think this is a misprint because it says 40% off your first purchase. But if it is, we'll have to honor it because that's what they sent me. Yeah, 40% off. For our listeners, you get 40% off your first order with code TYSO at checkout. Go to Brotégé, that's BROTEGE.com/TYSO and enter code TYSO at checkout for 40% off your first order. And if you sign up for Founders Club subscription, you get 50% off for life. Plus, your first month is still 40% off, so it's basically free to start. Now, that's what it says, but I don't know what that means. How is that basically free to start? If you get 50% off, and you get 50% and the 40, and even if so, that's not free, but they say basically, it seems like a great deal, but I don't love that it says free to start. Maybe I should edit this out, but this is the 300th episode of TYSO. I don't edit that shit out. You know what you're getting, and you know that you're getting some Brotégé, and you're getting some skincare, you're getting some retinol, you're getting some SPF, and you're getting one hell of a deal either way. That's Brotégé, BROTEGE.com/TYSO, and use code TYSO for 40% off your first order.
Can you imagine being a kid actor?
I wonder if we were kid. First off, I can imagine me. I had a giant, I looked like a cartoon, so that would have been a good kid actor.
You would have been a great kid actor.
Great kid actor.
You would have, and your folks would have been supportive, and they would have been like all about it. They would have like been cashing your checks and being like, look, we're taking some for like college, but then we're going to let you buy fun shit with it.
There's actually the video of when Brent almost became a kid actor and how excited his mom was. Before you got here, he did an impression of his mom, very 80s. Remember that impression?
Yep.
Be your mom and be a momager for your son, Brent. Okay? And Adam, you play little Brent.
Okay.
JonMichael, so for exposition, just when it cuts back, just documentary style, we meet Brent first as Brent, we'll just say Brent's mom in the 80s. And then we'll go over, we'll meet Adam and it'll say young Brent in the 80s. Little Brent, so people get it.
I was born in 86. So it'd be...
And I'm still thirsty from that water you offered me.
It's just jokes. And my arm's still wet?
I'm still thirsty from that water you almost offered me.
Oh, fuck. My bad.
Dude, severe cottonmouth. Whoa. well, didn't know you had 7-Up.
Yeah, he's like the uncle who fucks all the time.
By the way, that's also 2 different guys pitching the 7-Up commercial in the pitch meeting for 7-Up's new campaign. So it's me. I go, so the guy tells his friend I got cottonmouth, and he opens up the fridge and he goes, "Whoa, wanted a water? Didn't know you had 7-Up." And then that's me pitching the dialogue, and then my pitch partner goes, and it's the creepy. Wait, what'd you say?
Yeah, and this guy is an uncle who fucks a lot. Right? We all have them.
It's 7-Up's demo. Uncles who fuck. You've heard of MILFs? Mom, I wanna fuck. Uncle is Uncle UTPU. No. Yeah. No. UTPF. Uncles that probably fuck. You're an ooptp.
So you put that on the can, you know.
And then
cast somebody.
And then we get it in the stores.
Maybe Charlie Sheen.
It's his comeback. It's his comeback.
Tiger blood
is a flavor.
What's up with that?
Is another flavor.
Forget the curveball, Ricky. Give him the heater.
Forget about the curveball, Ricky. Give him the heater.
So it's product placement. We go back and we AI these 7-Up drinks in all baseball movies from the 90s.
And we also have this.
Now, the thing about my son is, with that head and that body and that stupid fucking outfit that I bought him, I always thought that he should be on television. I see all these ugly kids on there all the time, so I just figured that this kid's got it. Plus, the money that he's making. Jerry and I, we can go to the casino every goddamn day, okay? He told him it's for college, but let's be honest, the kid can't even put a block into the block, if you know what I mean. He's not good with Legos.
It's true.
Brent, didn't you used to always, when you were a little kid, what did you always say? It's like that's real or something?
No, I used to say, it's true.
Yes, you used to say that all the time.
Yeah. It's true. I mean, you never know.
Funny.
Yeah,
Brought
kids
me a
with
long way.
catchphrases, more often than not, end up making some sort of a splash in the world.
Splash. That's
Cruise,
another
Tom
cum thing.
Yes, we were talking about what do you think in the order of, let's play this together.
Okay.
In the order of the most PG to the most R of saying coming, right? So
how much cum is in the movie that makes it PG or R?
No.
Oh.
The word that we use for it. Like coming.
Because I was like, I think any amount of cum makes it R.
Yeah, I don't think Heavyweights had a cum scene.
Yeah, I don't think Land Before Time had a little bit of jizz in the Appalachian Mountains where they were getting what Toadstool was, Libby was, what was Libby, no, who was Petri dish? Petri was getting a blowjob by the Stegosaurus.
Yeah, I don't think Bam Bam and the
Hand me a
dinosaurs.
7-Up, I fuck a lot.
Bam Bam! Come.
So cum is dirtier than ejaculate, for example.
Oh, yeah.
So all the words were...
ejaculate sounds filthier.
Yeah.
To me, that's what you say. It's medical.
But who decided it was medical? George Clooney?
If you go to do a semen analysis
great band name,
or to get your
semen
frozen,
semen analysis,
it is good. The poster would be the 4 bandmates dressed up as Matt Damon in Good Will Hunting when he's mopping by the formula, and they're all looking to camera with the formula behind, and they're all some type of custodial worker.
I'm in.
Great.
What was it called again? Why did
Semen analysis.
Analysis, because of analysis.
Yeah.
So
also sounds like a Harrison Ford movie where he plays the guy at the sperm donor clinic, and one day he has to be the one, and they come in to tell him he's the boss.
Get off my cum.
We'll be right back. Dude, that is the best catchphrase in a movie that Harrison Ford could say about a movie that involves cum. And he is the boss.
Yep.
Get off my cum. And that's what it is. Somebody spills all the cum, and then some kid runs in there to try to clean it up or steal it. And he bursts in and goes,
Get off my cum.
well, Harrison, sorry, one sec. We don't need the growl at the end. We got
Get off. That's how he yells now.
But you're Harrison.
Okay.
Who's
he?
That's Harrison. You got to watch 1923 and see him yell.
Okay. All right.
So
Get off my cum.
and we got it.
See? That's him.
So
Get off my cum.
Wait, do Nick Nolte auditioning for it?
Get off my cum.
now do the penguin.
Get off my cum.
Okay.
Now here's RFK. My God.
That's good. Tricky one.
I'm gonna lower the prices of pancakes.
That's exactly the things he says too.
Too many kids are getting titty fucked on the playground for being fat.
That sounds like one of those robot
That's really
voices that's
good.
running out of batteries.
That's what he is.
I need you, no, I need you.
Now you sound like Joel or Joe from Grandma's Boy when he was the robot.
Oh, that's right.
I think his name's Joel.
Joel, also in Dodgeball.
Great actor. Great movie.
Trench coat.
And Avatar.
Great movie.
Real quick question, since we were talking about recess earlier because of Brent's beverage, free plug, send him more.
Mm-hmm.
Favorite recess game?
What? Well, I kind of want to talk about the ejaculate thing for a second.
Oh, yeah.
I'm
Ooh,
trying.
I kind of want to answer that question, though. Can we come back to it?
Can we come back to the ejaculate thing? Focus on the kickball thing?
Oh, sure.
I was going to say kickball.
Oh.
Kickball? Basketball, for sure.
Basketball, I think, was the...
That was number
one. But you play
'cause-
kickball before you play basketball.
Do you play Soakum? Which was like... Soakum was like... I guess dodgeball. Yeah, it was dodgeball. Wow.
But with
Just put
water?
that together.
Did you know Spud?
Water.
You said soap
The
ball.
kid who never got picked. Is it with water? They go, Brent, just watch 2 rounds and then we'll bring you in.
Dude, only basketball. I was, I'll take him. I got to be that guy.
No way.
Mm-hmm.
Come out and pick your team first?
Yeah, dude.
Who were... Give me the other
Spud.
kid.
Remember that
Ployd.
game?
Huh?
Spud?
Yeah.
If you got to look it up, you never played it.
Yeah.
No, I just
Those are
sounded
the
weird
rules.
because I haven't said it in so long. All right.
What is
I was like,
Spud?
Spud. Is it Spud? It's like dodgeball, but like you throw it up. It's like you throw the ball up and then someone yells like, who is it or something. I think this is the game. So like we're all
like hot
here.
potato?
Yeah.
And then you throw the ball up, and while the ball's in the air, you say a name. Everyone runs except for the person who, once they get the ball, everyone has to stop. And I think you get like 3 steps, and you throw it at the person. If they catch it, you get an S. Maybe it's a different game.
When
what game is that? Somebody comment that.
Hunger
When they
Games?
stop, do they collaborate and listen?
I mean, if it's winter, because then ice is back. It's as long as it's a new edition.
Okay.
Go on.
What's up with your shirt? It seems like something got a hold of you tightly.
Ninja rap?
What is that song?
So soon thereafter. Ninja rap. Ninja rap. You know what's interesting?
Go ninja, go ninja, go.
Oh, now I know it.
Bro, I watched an hour and a half of TikTok clips
Really?
of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Secret of the Ooze 3 days ago at 3 a.m, and it was time I'll never regret.
Oh, that's
spent
great.
because I'm watching Kino, the guy, the little Filipino guy who was
Just a little guy. Just
No,
like anyone else.
I need
paints
a visual.
picture. Yeah, well, because he does kung fu. So what would you say?
Chinese, Japanese.
Korean.
If you please.
Look at these. You know it. I knew it as look at these. Yours is the PG version.
Well,
yours is like ejaculate. Mine's like cum.
I'm thinking of, by the way, worst beach cop duo in the history of the 80s. Rob Ejaculate and Steve Cum.
Yeah.
We are Ejaculate and Cum.
Yeah.
Did you
cum
guys,
sounds.
What did you say the
did you
names
guys
were
want to
again?
order, or we just introduced ourselves at every Burger King before we do?
This
Hold on,
fall,
but-
Rob
gonna say
Ejaculate
something.
and Steve Cum.
What
Rob
were we just talking
Ejaculate
about?
and
You
Steve
just-
Cum in Semen Analysis.
There it is. Oh my God.
There's your show. There's your
I'm
poster.
not kidding. This is a cartoon.
Yeah, but I'm like losing my train of thought a bit, and you were saying something that
Recess, I was saying, Turtles 2. Kino. We are Siamese, if you please. Meow. Lady and the Tramp. Siamese, if you please. Meow. That's what I think of when I think of.
If you don't please.
Yeah, they were slutty cats,
Yourself
man.
Some dirty knees and look at these.
They did flaunt their cat
We are
titties.
Siamese.
They didn't do
Right.
that. I don't remember that correctly. All right, they might have done that. Underrated movie. Yeah, rated.
Which one? Live action Ninja
Appropriately
Turtle?
rated. Huh?
You know the 101
Not Turtles,
Dalmatian
Lady
live
Nick.
action movie with Emma Stone and
Paul Walter Hauser. Phenomenal.
Unbelievable.
You know, the guy who did that, Craig Gillespie, also did another movie.
That's right. So listen, you don't like give your sperm to someone to check it, and the guy doesn't go come in the cup. He goes ejaculate in the cup. Trust me.
By the way, great scene in anything. The guy just goes, and then come in the cup. You go, Jesus. Who's the actor you want to see most be on the receiving end of that? because all he has to do is this. Okay.
All right.
Marcus Houston.
Okay.
Marcus Houston.
Larry David would be great.
Not as good as Marcus Houston.
Don't know who that is.
The black guy
Jason
from
Bateman.
You Got Served.
I don't see color.
The Puerto Rican from the Kung Fu movie.
Okay.
Okay. Now
See
I
how
got
easy
it.
that was?
Yeah, but so anyway, can we talk about?
So yeah,
Come
so
in
I
Order
think if
from-
you say "come" in any movie, it's R-rated,
that's
right?
Adam, not necessarily.
Oh, how much do they show? In Problem Child, there was no cum.
Mm-hmm.
I'll go through every movie and tell you which ones had cum in them.
Do you think you can name more movies that
Worst
didn't
job
have cum in
interview
them
ever.
than you can movies without Samuel L. Jackson?
We asked you if you have a car.
Don't worry about it.
Go ahead. No, sorry. I had to get that. I had to get that
I
out.
believe you. I'm not mad.
I had to get that out.
I'm not. It's all gravy.
Sorry. Okay.
Which is what I said at the
Yeah,
Thanksgiving dinner when I complained that there was no stuffing, there was no protein.
I was gonna say
it's all gravy.
I was gonna say the fucking manages every KFC in the Midwest.
Yeah.
And every time they go, Rick, how's the store going? He goes, all gravy.
Yes.
All gravy.
Now this is something I could sink my teeth into instead of the cum stuff.
Okay.
Okay.
I sometimes when I'm dressed really nice and I'm at a restaurant, I will go to other people's tables and put my hands behind my back and ask how everything is.
Nice.
I also say
as a bit.
I also say if anyone complains, I'll say I do apologize. I would like to let you know that I personally will take care of your bill. Your check is comped.
No way.
Teeth soaked.
Wait, you at a restaurant you worked at?
No, I'm saying if I'm dressed up nicely
Oh.
and I'm at a restaurant, I will go around
As a
to
bit.
tables.
That's really funny.
Yes, and when people complain, I comp their meal. And they just leave.
That's actually brilliant. It's like it's the funnier, more creative way to dine and dash or ditch it, ding and door, door. What is it?
I think
ring and ditch,
ding dong ditch.
Ding dong ditch.
Which is interestingly enough where I heard
I said ring dong ditch, like I'm fucking pitching a
Ring dong
type
ditch.
of wagon.
Ring
before
dong
I forget,
ditch.
I don't really do
Nominated
that.
for an
I just thought
Oscar.
it would be funnier to
Ditch,
say it
starring
if I
Helen
did.
Mirren. Go ahead.
Yep.
They heard, and that's all that matters.
No, what'd you say?
I really did that.
What'd you do? We were on a whole ring dong ditch thing.
Listen, I want to make sure that I'm being clear that I think whatever you're doing is because I'm not wearing headphones, I'm not hearing you the same is probably great. We're all just a bit stoned.
I feel great. Back's feeling a little bit better. I don't know if it's my posture or the weed or just my overall demeanor when I'm with you guys. But I'm also trying to. Yeah,
That's the girl who shaved her head for the G.I. Joe movie, G.I. Jane.
That was Demi Moore.
Yeah, isn't that what you just said?
Or are you thinking of
Demeanor.
Demi Moore?
Demi Moore.
Demi Moore.
Demi Moore comes up with fantastic demeanor, and she goes, "You are the weakest link." Goodbye, and she puffs out, and it's all practical, no animation.
All right.
It's just like if I had the budget. If I
Had the budget.
Now let's think of some fun. Now we're in the writer's room we all have visors, pencils in our ear, typewriters, and we all have huge tits. And then we're guys with mustaches. And his name's Cum, and his name's Cum, and my name's Ejaculate. Okay. Now we need some sketches where we can pretend something we would do with a lot of money. What do you think?
But you have to shake a lot so your booty.
No.
Good idea. Good idea.
You know what? I'll be the guy that just takes credit, but he's never writing.
Okay. So what is that though? What is that?
You know what, Cum? What I think it is. What if? Now hear me out. I know this is gonna be against the
Here's her
studio.
open, Cum.
What if she is a he, and he thinks she's a she?
Okay.
All right, sweat pack. Thanks for ruining it, Brett.
Well, mine was nuanced.
Eric Griffin loves that word nuance. You ever notice that?
No.
Cut to we could just cut to every time Eric has ever said that word on everything. If there's some site you
Dear
could do
God,
to.
that's asking a lot. Cut to every time Eric Griffin says the
joking.
word nuance. My wife does say the word perhaps a lot and suppose. And I find it absolutely adorable. And also, every time she says it, I go, I think you're the only person in my life that I hear use those words.
Mm-hmm.
Those don't seem like unused words to me.
To me.
Perhaps.
Never heard you say that.
Yep. I don't think I really do say perhaps.
Never heard you say that.
Really?
Yep.
I say perhaps.
Nope.
You know what?
Suppose? When have you said suppose?
I say supposedly a lot, and I feel like I'm saying it wrong, and I still say it. Is it supposedly? Supposedly.
Supposedly.
But I
The
say
second
it a
one
lot.
you did.
Supposedly.
But also, you
I
don't say suppose.
I suppose.
Yes, I do.
I think I say perhaps if I'm like making out with a girl on the couch, and then I could say like, perhaps we take this to the bed.
So you haven't said it within at least
No,
a
I
year.
get very good vocabulary when I'm trying to have sex.
Better than when you're waiting tables?
When I was waiting tables, I just couldn't stop saying fantastic.
Yeah, I was gonna say, we talked about this a while ago.
I would go, how's your
Fantastic.
drinks?
Yeah.
Fantastic. Your order should be out soon. Fantastic.
Oh my God.
I'll take the buffalo wings. Fantastic.
People love that.
And I felt myself doing it, and I felt people laughing at me always saying it, and I couldn't stop saying
You
it.
were the fantastic guy.
Yeah, fantastic.
It also does sound a little bit condescending and also a little bit like on edge. Like fantastic once, you go, cool, the guy's actually genuinely excited about our meal for us. And then 4 or 5 fantastics in, they're like,
teeth are together.
Yeah, you're like, fantastic. Yeah, either he's like plotting all of your murders or something happened in the kitchen and he has to be real cool about it.
All right. Well, if we
Then
had a
I see the
budget, then we
shitty
can cut to
tip.
that.
We can cut to it.
I see a shitty tip, and I'm like, fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
Another fucking day.
Worst tip you ever got? Go.
Oh.
When people told me to stop doing bits, that's not a good tip.
Oh, good.
Take that,
Wordplay.
Kelsey Grammer. Huh?
Wordplay. I'm delayed.
Yeah, I guess wordplay. Yeah, wordplay.
No, best tip at a restaurant when you worked there.
Ooh, best tip or worst tip?
Worst tip.
Worst tip is me having to pay for their meals because I spilled a pitcher of orange soda all over the family and their food. And I said,
Did you just
fantastic.
yawn during your own game?
Best tip I ever got was this guy, I think, was cheating on his wife, and he had a lot of money. And I think he was trying to impress her, and he gave me $100.
To not say anything.
I don't know if it was to say something, but he had mentioned something on the phone when she went to the bathroom about like, yeah, she better not find out. And then he looked at me and he's this, and I go, mum's the word. Fantastic.
No
And
way.
he gave me
Mum's the
$100.
word sounds like something your wife would say.
This is actually, it does. That's actually a great start to a romantic thriller.
I
where
also-
like a kid works at a fucking
Ooh.
cheesecake factory and the guy is clearly cheating, and then he looks at you and you hear him and he's like, don't you say shit. And then you fucking, it's almost like blank check. You're
Yeah.
like, give me $1 million
Mr.
bucks.
McIntosh.
Yeah. It's Mr. McIntosh again. He's like, don't you say
And
shit,
juice.
kid. Yep.
Jews?
Juice.
Oh.
I just remember I was at a gelato place, and there was somebody translating for this woman who was Italian, and she was saying, not father, what's the word, not father. And then her daughter said, mum's the word. And then she went, very tasty.
What Italian restaurant was this?
It was in Rome.
Wow.
You went to Rome?
Yeah.
What for?
When I first started dating Betty, I went, because we talked for a bit online, and I went to England. Bill was shooting the first season of Ted Lasso, and he
Yes.
invited me to come. He's like, you could stay here if you want.
Great.
And hang on.
Nice.
So I said, hey, Betty, we're going to come and be with her, but
He's just a busy man.
it's okay. I'm
sorry,
really okay with it.
man.
You got to acknowledge, Anyway, long story short,
Thank you.
we ended up getting together there, and then we traveled a bit, and we went to different places because when in Rome, and while I was there, I posted a story, and Benji Aflalo said, "Are you in Rome?" And I said, "Yeah." He goes, "Me too," and this was before
course.
Me Too. And we met up at an Italian restaurant, and I said, "What are you doing here?" And he had just done some DNA genetic test to find out that part of his family was Roman. He's like, I just found this out. I just wanted to go see my roots or whatever. So then I was at this Italian restaurant, and I'm so mad that I forgot what the whole thing. I'm at this Italian restaurant, and there's this woman who's talking to her, and she's like, "What's the word for father? Not father. What's the word?" And then the daughter goes, "Mum's the word." And then the mom went, "Ah, yes, very tasty."
And the mom was
from the Chinese guy from UHF when he wins the red snapper.
Yes.
A red snapper. It's very tasty.
Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Where in UHF, where he's like, now you could have the red snapper, or you could take what's in the box. And everyone's like, take the box, the box, the box. And he was really excited about the red snapper. I'll take the box. And then the guy goes, I'll take what's in the box. And they lift up the box, and you know what? I don't want to spoil it. Let's just swipe to it.
Let's see what's in the box. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Stupid. You're so stupid!
Do you remember that?
Perhaps. Oh,
An improv.
Sweep edit, yeah.
Sweep edit, yeah.
I've been doing that more in life. When someone says something good, to give them their flowers, I just go, and I run around in a half circle. Sometimes I'll tag them out. What happened?
You just got insecure for a second.
I don't
you
remember.
looked at both of us dead in the eyes after that. Like, I've been doing that.
Oh.
Yeah.
I didn't feel that way. I didn't.
Really?
I love
I think I was just
catching
checking in with you
insecurity.
guys.
Oh, it's my favorite.
On tonight's Catching Insecurities, I'm Alvin Maz.
Insecure.
Yeah, insecure doing the bit.
The whole show's insecure. Wasn't that a show?
Yeah.
Insecure. It was a show. The Black Ladies.
Oh. You're not wrong, but
it actually was really. Oh, Brent, it was good.
It was good. Just say that.
I apologize.
What was that?
I don't know. A president?
I recently on stage, I have been doing a Bill Clinton where I've been doing like, I did not have sexual relations with that woman.
Let's hear the Bill Clinton though.
I also, sometimes I'll go like, I go, Ross Perot.
Yes.
Hear my hubby.
It wasn't me. Yeah,
not gun that.
That's what it was.
George W.
Not gun that.
Give me a Condoleezza Rice.
No, I don't even know what's going on.
Not bad.
I only know it from that movie W.
Give me Mike Pence. Or Mitch McConnell.
Okay, who's that?
The frog-looking guy.
I don't know politics.
The guy who froze. Remember? He froze on camera. He's like, women shouldn't make
it was scary.
all the choices for themselves. I mean,
you sound like Foghorn Leghorn after he got fired from Looney Tunes. But we hear the rest of the setup because then you could do it that way.
Okay.
Thanks. I'm sorry, but thank you.
Foghorn
Leghorn after he got fired from Looney Tunes and he wasn't as upbeat anymore.
Women don't need to decide what they do with their bodies. I'll say.
Hired again.
That's great. That's absolutely
Who's your favorite
fantastic.
Looney Tune? Who'd you relate to the most?
Foghorn Leghorn has to be racist.
Yeah, 1,000%. Slave owner. Daffy was probably the...
It was Daffy.
Daffy was like the Fozzie Bear of the Muppets. He was the comedian. He was the real...
Yeah. You know what? But when you get older, you realize how funny... I mean, they're all funny, but Bugs.
Bugs was very funny.
Bugs was like the Chevy
Bugs
Chase
is like
of
John
cartoons.
Mulaney.
Yeah.
Bugs is John Mulaney.
Wow,
and
yeah.
Daffy Duck is Nick Kroll.
Sure. Yeah.
And when you're a kid, I mean, they're both brilliant. But when you're a kid, I don't know if you appreciate Bugs as much as when you get older and you go through rehab and you have kids.
Because Bugs would he'd get fucked with, you know, but he'd always like slide away and always just be in control. Like, you know, I'll get you, varmint, you know, and then whoever that was, you know, the little guy in the cowboy hat, Sam Adams or something, Yosemite Sam, no,
Yosemite Sam.
And
Elmer Fudd was the bald guy.
And then he'd like put Bugs in a box and then light the fuse, and then all of a sudden Bugs would walk
behind him while the fuse was being lit. What's going on?
Who's in the box then?
Yeah,
and then he'd go, "You are," and you go,
"That's your opinion."
And then he will go over.
That's your opinion. What's up, Dad?
There it is. Yeah.
But he would go over. Then he would go over to the box. And he would open the box to look for Bugs, and that's when it would explode.
Yes.
And it would get him.
Yes.
Because Bugs is smart.
So that's what Mulaney does have a way. That's almost like taking you down a road, and you're like, "Oh, I don't know."
Yeah.
And then he gets you back with the bit.
But at the end of the day, you know, we're just a bunch of guys.
Took you on roads you didn't know.
Oh, by the way,
I watched a dark
I don't know
comedy.
if you remember this when I asked you to do it, but this is 300th episode.
Oh, wow.
6-year anniversary.
Holy
Damn.
shit.
This is a big episode. And it is Brent's 9th appearance. This is your 9th appearance.
Look at me.
Dude.
And Adam, what would be your guess?
I love Layla. I mean, there's so many moments I'm thinking of.
I could give you a hint. Oh, sorry.
There's so many moments I'm thinking of.
I was like being so literal. Like, here's the number. And he's like opening. Yeah. Sorry.
Like, I think back to my second appearance when we got real baked.
One of my favorite episodes.
And I get messaged or spoken to about it numerous times.
It's maybe my favorite clip from the podcast. Let's swipe to it.
Oh, holy shit. Dude, that was... Hey, man, we got to get you into superhero school.
Superhero school?
Superhero school. Superhero school. Superhero school. You can't expect to cut me off and think I'm going to do it. Superhero school. Superhero school. Oh, no. You swallowed the smoke, huh? Oh.
I'm just kidding. Adam.
Nah, man, the damage has been done. You ain't real.
It
I
was
like
the highest
sorry.
I've been in probably my entire life, yet still was able to. It really made me after that go, because remember you were like, I don't think I'm going to air any of that. We were so
I was really
baked.
embarrassed.
And I go, trust me, I think it's all really fun.
I remember thinking
Because in the moment I felt that.
Yeah.
that it was, I'm watching it. You made me laugh so much. And I was so, I'll even use the word, there was a bit of shame of my, this was earlier in the podcast too.
Yeah.
And I'm figuring out what I'm putting out there. And this was closer to a moment in my life where I came into some self-awareness, where I realized how annoying I was and how much I bothered people.
Whoa.
And I watched me be so like, oh, this is annoying. And it made me feel like when I was a kid, because I always try bits, but that's even more. And like I couldn't, and I was just like grabbing at stuff, and I had so much fun, but I was so embarrassed.
Jesus Christ, can I just...
No, grabbing at like jokes, I mean. Like everything, I can say everything I want to say.
You went
And
from jerking off to grabbing tits in your explanation.
Oh, no. I think you're just...
It's high.
But you know what?
Sorry,
And
go
George Kreekis, who we all now know has been out here with us.
Holy shit.
Oh, that's why.
Wow. Legitimately surprised. That's a cool feeling to have a curtain pull prize reveal. Say that 10 times fast.
What was
Curtain peel prize reveal.
Curtain peel prize reveal.
Curtain peel prize reveal. Curtain peel prize reveal. Curtain peel prize reveal. Curtain peel prize reveal.
Oh boy.
Let's go to the tape to see if we
Hey, George, thanks for being out here since Sunday.
But George, we all lived. That was when Brent lived in the building with
John.
me and John, and George lived in that building. And George helped with the podcast when I was first starting out. And he watched it, and he's like, "Absolutely, you have to post this."
Yeah.
Nice.
And I gave a disclaimer before. I remember because I was so embarrassed because I felt like how I was in high school.
Yeah. And you look, anyone...
It's one of my favorite, though.
So there's that, and then there's and then shortly after that, curtain peel prize reveal, and then just anytime singing "The Weeds Kicking In," and then doing Phil on here, then doing the Santa ones, and you let me do Tony Caruso on here.
The Santa ones. You never here for the Santa ones, were you?
I've seen them,
right?
But I got to sign off on that. You asked me if it was like a good idea to have Santa on.
Oh,
and I
right,
said,
because you go on the road with Caruso. That's how you knew he was on. Is
Yes.
that what you mean?
Yes.
But I'm saying you actually being here.
Me being here is me. I'm gonna say, I bet 10 times, maybe 12.
All the ones that, like the Santa one that you watched, and the Caruso one, and the Dr. Phil one. How many would you say?
Every appearance. Yeah. And counting like live episodes.
If it was an official, there were no live ones that were official TYSO, official numbered one of the 300 catalog.
15.
I'll give you a hint. We get high on these almost every time now. Yeah. And I wanted to have some symbolism with, when you buy weed, what weight do you usually buy it in?
Grams.
The 16th? 16th of an ounce?
What about the Vegas one with the...
That's in there. That counts.
And the ones at the house in Cleveland.
Those count.
Only 16?
It's my 16. Only 16.
No. 16th. 1/16th of all of these episodes. This is your 25th of 300 appearance.
Whoa.
Wow.
Am I doing that right? 25 of 300. So it's 4, 8, 16. Yeah.
And I haven't been paid for any of them.
That's a friend.
I've got paid me with friendship.
Yeah, and I got paid. Perhaps.
I suppose.
The only person that's ever paid me that I could remember to do a podcast was Ari Shaffir.
He did?
Paid you to come on?
Yeah.
Wow.
And I took it because it covered my Uber ride there and back. because it was in New York and it was expensive. But I first I'm like, no. And he goes, please, I want to pay people. I just think you're helping me. I'm doing ads. And then my thought process was like, no, it's fine. And then I was like, it cost me. Yeah, okay, I'll take it for that.
Yeah.
You know where my brain went? I don't know if yours did too, but I was thinking, how much fucking money is he making on that podcast?
I'll get people's Ubers. I'll get people food. But make concessions at times. But like, no one's asked, and I've never asked. I just that's part of the thing. But like, I get that. There is somebody, I would like to bleep the name, seriously, but I asked to be on the podcast, and he goes, absolutely. And I was like, cool, exciting. And then he messaged me back, his rate, which I think was $700 or something.
Wow.
And I just was like, I wasn't thinking, oh, fuck this guy, but I was thinking like, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you also go like, why isn't it that way? You know, why isn't there...
I have an answer.
Yeah.
There are, at least talking in the circuit that I understand and we've been doing, it's a very collaborative, just like all other social media, it's a very collaborative medium. And when you do that, you help each other, sometimes equally, sometimes more than others.
Yep.
And those that are helping others have been helped. And it's an interesting dynamic. And when I say help, I'm coming from a position of status, of how successful it is, which is almost directly, usually related to how much money they're making. So some of these things might have a way bigger budget than these ones.
Yeah.
And when you're coming up, most podcasts, they're not making money.
No, losing. Yeah.
It is a good way to approach it, I think. Like, even coming over this, I was like thinking in terms of fun, not in terms of like, moving the needle, career, but you also, without thinking about it innately, I think it's like, oh, this is worth my time though, because, you know, like if I, you know, in a little bit of a back pain before I came over, if it was a kid that I've been promising to do his podcast for like 4 or 5 months and was like, I am going to do it, but I'm going to choose to take care of myself right now and not trudge through. But for this, I was like, I really want to do this.
Am I reading this right? Are you saying because of the success that you've been having and because your back hurts, do you want me to pay you something?
I would love
what would you like?
My medical bills to be covered.
Are you insured?
I hope I'm assured that into a friendship circle and assured with an A that the 7-Up will
and is he insured?
Again.
Are we technically, are any of us really insured in America?
Sprite, actually. Yeah, Sprite. God, making me reach for it.
Ooh, I hate back problems.
Want somebody to enable your process of stretching and not such static movement?
Enable, able, stable, babel, babble, wabble.
Dribble, drabble. Bum, 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 bum,
babble.
Now that's improv.
I'll say. Whoa, I think I just got high.
Yeah, I'm pretty gone.
Oh, that hurt. The way that I laughed.
Hurt?
Felt like I
You know what I thought about before I came here?
You mean ejaculated here?
Damn it.
Yeah, nice.
You beat me to it.
I suppose.
You mean I beat you off to it?
Fantastic.
You mean
animate something.
we just changed your Sprite to say 7-Up.
Nice.
Not mad about that.
But I was thinking, I was like,
and what's his name? Paul Reiser? Who's in Mad About You?
How dare you?
Paul Reiser.
I was in there too. Richard Kind.
Oh, that's good.
That's good.
Helen Hunt was not a cunt. And that was my vocal warm-up. Demi Moore, demeanor. Helen Hunt was not a cunt. Abominably.
That's what the voice I was picturing when I was thinking of your mom in the 80s when she was real New York.
Well, why don't we get to work, kid?
No, that's the 20s.
That's John Lovitz.
Oh, it is. I saw John Lovitz post that he's like, hey, do you think we should bring back the Critic? Or something, and I think he was looking for petition stuff. You know, like Pauly Shore always does that too. Like people just like, hey, do you guys think we should do this? And then maybe something happens from it, dude. I signed up for fucking Tubi for. Go ahead, Tubi for
The Critic.
The Critic.
Yeah,
it was one of my favorite shows. You remember when the Critic and the Simpsons did a crossover?
Yeah, it's amazing.
I fucking love the Critic, dude.
It's amazing.
It's a great show.
John Lovitz is so funny.
Jealous.
He was the perfect voice for that character too.
I feel like because a lot of the people that watch this are 20, like young, mid-20s,
Cool.
and hot and chicks.
Nice.
So they probably don't know about that show, The Critic. It's one of
Look
the
it up.
funniest cartoons.
I don't know if it would.
It translates today.
It does?
Well, I watched it recently as somebody who felt a certain way about it. So I have to remove myself from the jury, but that's where my bias would be.
Yeah, I loved it. I watched it recently when you were watching it too.
Remember we talked about doing the West Wing podcast?
I was thinking about it again because I started watching it again with my dad.
Nice.
I haven't seen it. What else has seen it? Just was going to rewatch it, and then
I was rewatching it, and that you just
He
reminded
was
me I
watching it for
haven't.
the first time. I had seen it.
Yeah,
You had never saw
that's
it.
right.
So we were going to all stop where we were. You knew nothing. He knew a little. I knew more. And we were going to do a rewatch podcast where I'm still up for it.
I
where
think
every
it's not
episode
a
is just us talking about an episode of The West Wing.
I think that show, from my vantage point of just knowing about what people are into, feels very popular, and there's no podcast for it. And Rob Lowe's coming on the Phil Show soon, and we could lock him in as first guest for that, and then he'd help. I'm sure we could just get, dude.
And I recently made friends with Richard Schiff.
Boom.
Who's in it?
Schiff connection.
Who plays Dr. Glassman in The Good Doctor.
Yep.
Look at that.
Glassman.
Yep. And then
Kismet.
Martin Sheen is hanging out with the Mighty Ducks.
Do you remember?
What?
And Martin Sheen's other son than the Mighty Ducks
Emilio.
one is
Charlie. Here's Charlie Sheen auditioning for the Sprite commercial and fucking it up. Lemon lime tastes like tiger blood.
Upside Down.
Upside down.
Upside down.
Brilliant.
Oh, I thought you were going to say fantastic and then walk away.
Oh, shit.
Oh, man.
Wait, but
All
I
right.
think we should do that, though.
Yeah, but could we just, for once, please, start with the most PG? I'm going to start it with ejaculate. It's all subjective, but then you have to go to the next higher one. Like, don't say nut yet, because then we lost all of these.
Okay, great, I'm in.
So we're going smallest to highest.
Great.
Why'd you point at me when you said smallest?
Just saying.
Yeah, probably.
I'll start.
You got small jizz.
I'll start with
I
ejaculate.
do. It's worrisome.
Ejaculate.
Ejaculate?
Ejaculate.
What's next?
And also, I think that if somebody goes too high, you could challenge.
Okay.
And I challenge, and then, okay, really? And then you say what he says that person that he thought it was, and then I'll say, or whoever will say the challenge, and the other person has to vote with which one is actually less.
Okay.
That makes sense, right?
Got it.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I've been wanting this for like 50 minutes.
Here we go.
Yes.
All right.
All right. Ejaculate.
Release.
Relief. No, wait.
Coming. I'm going to relief all over your
Yeah.
tits.
Yeah. Relief sounds like a dad who's been married 60 years.
Hey, things are different in the 80s.
Yeah, here's relief.
I used to relief on a girl's tits.
Sorry. I was going to swipe to Major League 3 when one of the pitchers was being taken out. I'm sorry. Just keep his.
Fuck. That's better.
All right, release.
Release.
Damn. Finish.
Good.
Yeah. Come.
Bust.
That's probably, yeah. Bust is after come?
That could be.
I mean, I could challenge it, but
Wait a second.
pretty
Bust
disrespectful.
is the police chief for ejaculate and
come,
cum.
ejaculate and bust. So they're police, so they always bust the perps.
No.
Okay.
It's Ron. Everyone there is named.
Right. I love
there's
it too.
There's Jeremy Finish is
Well,
the
don't-
young kid.
But don't
Nice.
say any of them
Ron
said yet.
Bust is the police chief, and then it's Rob Ejaculate and Steve Cum. All right, I mean, you've seen the show.
Yeah.
All right.
And you know what? In the black character is named Tyrone Release.
Oh shit!
Sure.
Or Joanna Release. Or another female.
Juana Release. That sounds like a name that Mo picked up on The Simpsons.
You know what else?
Hey, who is this?
Nice.
Release. First name, Joanna. All right, 1 second. Does anybody want to release?
No.
Does anyone Joanna release?
No.
That's good.
It would just be Joanna release. Joanna release. Please, will somebody? I can't take it anymore. I Joanna release. Somebody. And then he would like play into the thing.
Okay, yeah.
Is Joanna release here?
That was, dude, I used to die.
Can somebody jerk me off and make me release? Oh, you little kid.
I was thinking of a connection of Joanna release. Sounds like in Wayne's World when he orders the food and he says he wants some cream of some young guy. And he says that to Rob Lowe, first base.
Who wants Chinese takeout? I know a great place. I'll have the cream of some young guy.
So funny.
Thank you.
Rob Lowe's been in so much stuff.
Brent, what's going on, man?
I'm trying to make it easy, and it's not easy. How about that?
So you went nut. What did you say?
I said bust.
Bust. I think, you know what? I challenge it.
Okay.
No, I'm not going to challenge it.
It's pretty disrespectful. Busted all over that bitch.
All right, we got ejaculate, release, finish, come, bust.
You want to put on the headphones and rap? Oh.
Bust. Bust, come. Bust, come, ejaculate. Bust, come, ejaculate, bust. Bust, come, ejaculate, bust, bust.
Mom, I thought he was supposed
Bust,
to do balloon
come,
animals for my
bust,
party.
Bust, come. Bust, come, ejaculate,
Hey, honey,
bust, bust,
did
come,
Ricky take
ejaculate.
his medicine before he played that children's party?
Mom,
I
you
think
said
so.
you knew this guy.
Yeah.
I thought he worked with you.
Oh my gosh. I'm just thinking of so many things. There's Alvin. Here's Simon. And there's the door. If you guys want to keep that up, get fucked. Come on, dude.
That's good.
Come on.
That's
good.
That's maybe one of my favorite bits of all time. That's tonight's bit of the episode.
Was that a Looney Tune falling off a cliff?
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
Who's that?
If you played
Who's
the
that?
Joker, that's goofy.
Thank you.
If you played the Joker and that's how you laughed.
Yes. And that's tonight's second bit of the episode.
I challenge Splooge.
Really?
After Bust, I challenge Splooge. And I challenge your Splooge with a nut.
And I see your nut and raise you.
No, you have to be the judge.
Oh.
I'm saying that nut is more PG than splooge.
1,000%.
You're out.
Wait, then I'm done?
You're out. Yeah, you have to take off your pants and get naked.
Wait,
and make yourself splooge.
You think
that's what has to happen. That's the game.
I don't think. Yeah, nut is way more PG than splooge.
Of course.
Imagine watching the movie Jack with Robin Williams, and they go, "Hey, Jack, have you nutted yet?" And he goes, "Oh, yeah." And then they go, or if
Was
they
that
go,
him nutting?
Yes, they go, or, "Hey, Jack, have you splooged yet?" Actually, maybe splooge is more PG.
Too late.
It sounds funnier.
I'm not thinking of what's funnier. You think of it if you're with a woman and you say, if you say like, "Where do you want me to nut?" Or you say, "Where do you want me to splooge?"
I'm gonna shoot.
Oh God.
Yeah, but shoot is an adjective, is a verb.
So I can't use verbs?
They have to also be. I think it also has to be like.
Imagine saying I'm gonna splooge. Like,
I'm gonna splooge all over you.
Here's the thing: we live in a world now where you say something and you go, "It's probably happened." Nothing's off the table as being that outrageous. So there's a guy out there somewhere in the world. There's a billion guys.
Of course. Yeah.
And there's so many guys coming at different times of the day. Right now.
Every second.
Right now.
Cut to it.
There's probably 1,000 guys down the street jacking off. So one of them is with somebody else and goes, "Want me to splooge?"
Yeah.
And somebody, male or female, or cam model, whoever you're reciprocating with, is having to hear you say that and decide what to do next.
Well, I think it's happening.
Do you guys ever do you ever do like silly Cummings? Like when you're with somebody, you do silly stuff where you're coming.
Is that Winnie Cummings Comedy Club?
Silly Cummings.
I don't think it's.
You know when it's out, right?
Huh?
It's Silly Cummings coming soon.
Yeah, I don't think this is
That's what
silly.
the staff says when your French fries are late.
Silly Cummings, the curly ones.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like silly fries or curly.
Take it out.
I don't think
mind.
it's.
We could just
Leave it in.
I mean, whatever you want.
Leave it in.
All right, it's
George
passed. It's passed.
Bad to the bone.
I don't think it's. I don't.
I was so loud. Or I just got
I'm
quieter.
so fucking delayed, but I was going
Well,
off.
you
Do you ever
insisted
say
on
something?
being here on Zoom.
Well, you ever say something silly while orgasming? I was gonna say I don't think it's silly, but I do yell yippee.
I had no problems with that.
And sometimes I just go get down, and then that way they're like, "What?" And I go,
At an airport?
"Sorry, I just shot all over you."
Oh, get that. Oh, okay. Now I got it. This is in the bedroom.
The bedroom.
The bedore.
The bedroom.
I did not mean to do that.
Down the bedroom.
Steve Urkel remake. I did not mean to do that.
Wait, it's Jaleel in 50 years, and they
he's
bring him
calmed down
out
a little.
No. Well, he's at that point
Even
he's
more.
in his 90s, right? So they bring him out, and to do the catchphrase.
He's in his 90s. He said
no. He was in the 90s.
50 years,
right? Big difference.
But no, in the 90s. So in 50 years, because I think he's in his 40s now.
Right. So when he's in his 90s.
Yes. They bring him out to like a Family Matters reunion show. And he comes
dead.
out and he goes, and they
It's
go,
just him and Richie laughing.
yeah. And he goes, they go, hey.
That's not true.
They go, oh, sorry, we dropped the cheese. He goes, he drops the cheese. And then he's supposed to say, for the sake of the live show, did I do that? But he goes, I didn't mean to do that. And they all go,
right. But that is what it is. You're getting what you're getting.
you're getting what you're getting.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then they do one. Do you think they'd ever do one live in at Disney World
No.
with him?
No.
Thank you, Stefan. This has been a perfect day.
Not yet.
We had Chevy Chase on the Phil show in Chicago, and he's in his 80s. And they told us, we don't know what you're going to get. You're going to get present, live, focused Chevy, or you might get a little more zany and all over the place and not as focused. It's just moment to moment, day by day. And I thought I got pretty decent for 7 minutes. But man, when they said that, I was like, whoa. That's crazy that they're like, but fucking let them go out there in front of 3,800 and see how it goes.
Butt fucking in front of 3,800 people?
Yeah.
It was
that's what I
his
heard.
craziest physical bit yet. You think Christmas Vacation is fun?
Yes. So do I.
So do I.
Why do you think his back hurts?
Can I tell you something about the word butt fucking?
Always.
I was in an Uber once, and a guy.
Sorry.
The timing of that was great, B.
The laugh felt bigger.
It was okay.
Felt like you added to that laugh.
So you were in the back of an Uber?
This guy's pitching me a movie in the Uber.
He's your driver, or you're driving him?
Yeah. I'm in the car.
Driving?
No, sitting in the back.
Oh, you got
driving with my feet.
Worse.
And my gas. Tanker Bun.
Bit of the night.
I don't remember what it was.
Episode, and you got to fall back off of
Episode.
Yeah. So
Duh.
So this Uber driver goes, so the movie's called After Church, right? And it's everything that happens with the people after church. And I go, he goes, you know, everyone's always going to church, man. And everyone's all like, ooh, I'm into Jesus Christ. Amen, amen. You know, good on you. Keep yourself high, do the right stuff. But after church, you know what everyone's up to? Gambling and butt fucking. Swear to God. And I
That's
go,
hysterical.
now I take the opportunity to jump in and go,
can I write this with you?
yeah, and like, let me just also yes and the bit, and just I'm listening to this. We're going over the Laurel Canyon, and we have some time. And I go gambling and butt fucking, like I did today with Come and Ejaculate. I go, sounds like the a great like law firm from like the '60s, you know, like Ron Gamblin and Eli butt fucking. I go, but like, and then I'm saying all this. I go, but the guy's actually German, and he's always like, it's pronounced butt fucking, and people always fuck it up, and they're like, hey, butt fucking, and he's like, it's butt fucking. So I say all that, and then there's a beat, and the guy goes, so anyway, man, they go to church, doesn't even,
Yeah.
he like just went all over his head. He waited for me to finish.
Finish.
Nice. That just made me think of, you ever play Street Fighter in France? The characters, they have different sayings. Like Ryu, he would say, Bafoukin! That's what that made me think of.
So you weren't listening. You were thinking of other buffookins.
No,
You were thinking of other buffookins. I didn't mean to do that.
No, but that's very similar. It's very similar to kind of how the police officers who are named Ejaculate and Cum and Bust. The law firm is Butt Fucking and Wenchels or whatever. I get it.
Gambling.
Gambling.
Gambling and Wenchels.
Gambling and butt fucking.
Wrecked.
Hey, what is gambling and what do gambling and butt fucking have in common?
Oh
What?
boy, sounds like another birthday party.
Yeah, they both sound like they're at a birthday party.
Oh.
Have I said this? Have I told you this?
I figure
Same
it's,
bit or new topic?
They both involve dice.
You had a Jay Leno monologue transition there. Have I told you this?
You hear about this?
You hear about this?
You think he does that in real life?
Yes. In fact, I know he does because I used to wait tables at his restaurant.
No way.
And he wanted to make sure that everybody would go to the table, and instead of saying, "Do you know what the specials are?" We would hold a sign up that says specials, and we were supposed to say, "Did you hear about this?"
No, you're not. Mm-hmm. I believe you.
Yeah. And
hey, I believe you.
I believe you.
We believe you.
We believe you.
That story checks out, man. We believe you.
We believe you.
Thank you.
It's fine.
It's fine.
We believe you.
We believe you.
Gulp, 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 gulp.
So one of the specials was once bacon wrapped shrimp. And this is a true story. I think I told you this once when I was waiting tables.
Oh, yeah.
They wanted us to push it. And then the next day, they didn't say to push it anymore. And someone was talking about how much bacon wrapped shrimp they blah, blah, blah. And I go, I bet you I could sell more than any of you have ever sold. And nobody said, no way. They just said, okay. Like nobody cared.
Nobody gave a shit. Yeah.
I still took that on as it's fucking bacon wrapped shrimp time, you know? And I was fucking pitching it so much. And people would suggest things they wanted. I said, it is good. I will tell you something. Our bacon wrap shrimp is what we're known for. I was really, really doing it. And I would go back and I would keep telling the general manager, shout out to Nigel, by the way, what number I was up to. And he was confused. And then I said I was going to do this. And then it got to the point where he thought it was funny. And it got me going even more. And I'm down selling entrees for double bacon wrap shrimps. We're losing money, but we're getting laughs. And I sold so much bacon wrap shrimp. And now it's episode 300. I'm not even waiting at that restaurant anymore. But that's a true story.
Dude.
I actually know that's a true story because I used to go eat over at that restaurant.
Real good.
And I think that night I came in and you were like, I said, how'd it go? Because his tip money, we would just get a discount and eat there. And he went, oh man, I don't know. I think the manager's mad at me. I just started selling bacon wrapped shrimp. I didn't care. People would be like, I like the filet. It was like, you know what's better than the filet? The bacon wrapped shrimp.
I mean, how many people would you talk out of their desired cuisine?
I think I talked out of one. I literally talked out of one entree. I remember that because somebody's gonna think, and I got somebody who had an entree.
It was a big shot.
Yeah, I know. When people ask for suggestions, which they do, you know, did you hear about this? I would just bacon wrap shrimp. But then sometimes when people, I suggested it at every place. So if they were going to order something else, I would ask if they were really hungry. If you want, you could actually split this because if you get a bacon wrap shrimp, I'm telling you, just really doing everything I could to not make a bit while selling them, but just really do the best I could do.
Right.
You know, get my fantasy numbers up for bacon wrap shrimp.
Right.
And I think I did great. I really do. I really think
You're pretty jacked up about it.
I would love you to own your own restaurant, personally. I hope that things just
my dad
keep...
does it. My dad, my brother does it. It's not the business.
Your dad runs a restaurant?
When I was growing up, my dad had a restaurant. So he had Flo and Eddie's. It was a sports bar and grill. Dude.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Buddy, so my dad and Lambier are buddies.
Mm-hmm.
I've told you this, right?
Bill Lambier.
My dad and Bill Lambier are friends. So growing up...
the Dirty Boys.
The Bad Boys. You're thinking of the mystery, Bill Lambier and Rick Mahorn if they were a mystery cartoon.
Yes.
The Dirty Boys.
Yeah, we grew up.
I'm thinking of the guys that wash my car every Saturday.
They're
in
dirty.
Bed. Wait, I made it worse. Imagine the dad that's right. Yeah, that's the dad that tries to make the joke but doesn't know how to finish it. He goes, They
Glaze.
go, I met this really great girl at the bookstore. Oh yeah, what's his name?
Yeah.
When an audience applauses me, like if I'm being brought up on stage, but more specifically like in the middle of the set and like they're doing this in support, I like to very single cam act as if I am receiving their applause in the way they think it's going to make me feel.
Got it.
Can I show you what I mean?
No, okay. All right. Did when you had when there was the 1000%. That's one of my anytime bits.
Okay. I'll say something to you, then you guys just applaud. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
If you know, because hey, we're having fun. Why not? Yeah, we're having a good time.
Yeah.
I've seen you do this.
We're having a really good time. Well, they're not going to keep going.
They stop.
Usually.
There's a fire burning in the dark. Do burn on down with him at the bar. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. What's the words?
Lying in my bed, rolling upside to side, get it to bend his head. We go down the street, walking to the store. Oops, daisy, forgot my hat, pick it back off the floor.
Starting in my nose, reaching for the fireplace, holy he knows. Brick, oven, stone pot, fires to the steeds. Everything we do for love or fanting fantasies. All right. I think that's
so. You do that on stage,
and we are the Three Blind Mice, and we do birthdays, bar mitzvahs,
all the bees,
baptisms, and burials.
I know.
Oh, this is doing it at a funeral.
Oh.
So sorry for your loss.
Funny.
There she's going,
rolling in the ground. Does anyone want to play a game of lost and found?
She was found, but she was lost, so now she's in the ground. So sorry for your loss, and we are booking all the clowns.
If anybody would like to speak now, forever hold your peace.
Mm-hmm.
For a funeral is a marriage for the love that has deceased. We praise all the life when death, but death upon shall raise. But stay amongst the present few who live inside the pain.
God rest
she
her
could
soul.
go to hell or up the sky to heaven where it be.
Mm-hmm.
7 Up or kiss my ass. Which one will it be?
You tell us.
She might meet the devil or meet God and suck him off.
You tell us, Mom.
Either way, your mom is with the owner of the golf network on CBS.
Now their
that?
aunt would like to speak from the Corinthians.
Done.
That sounds like a buddy cop show. You got Brooks come and Dunn come, and they're brothers.
Man,
from
I
another
done
mother.
come again. Oh, done come. Man, that girl makes me done come. Every time I come, that girl done come. Dumb come. Come is dumb. It just goes back in. Never goes out. Hey, guys, the exit's this way. Right to the nuts.
All right, well.
You got a water?
This was great.
This is really good, yeah.
See ya.
Scoot doo, blabbity blue.